What's going on? You're now locked into the Grime Show, the YouTube channel. What's going on, man?
Yeah, I'm good, fam. And what are you saying?
I'm feeling good. We just saw you perform as part of the Jamaica tour. How's that going still?
It's been blessed thing, you know, man. A bag of vibes, good food, good music, good smoke, good everything, you get me? Everything's been blessed, man.
That's all we need. How do you feel like response to you as an artist has been so far?
I think it's been amazing, to be fair. We went to Newcastle, Leeds so far, Manchester. They're all places that I've been before. I'm from Birmingham. I mean, going up north is always a blessed thing for me, you get me, because there's just so much vibes around them kind of ways, you get me. I'm obviously from the Midlands, so coming down to Nottingham, this is local. You know what I'm saying? So I know what it is around here, but just touring around and going to different places, man, that's been blessed, because they kind of get left out sometimes, you get me, just reaching out and seeing that there's a whole vibe going on up there, you get me. Over than London.
Exactly that. Now, for all our uni listeners out there that don't necessarily know too much about you, tell us a little about yourself, like what kind of music you represent, or what you like, what your sound is really.
What's my sound? Yeah, we come up with it today. Yeah, it's called skunk rock. You get me? Yeah, this is what we're making, skunk rock.
Not a bad name still.
It's all about bass culture. You get me? Anything with a dirty bass line and some hard hitting drums that's what we're banging with, isn't it? You get me? Shouts out to my producer Screamer R7. You get me, from Birmingham. Yeah, we're trying to come with our own sound. You know what? There's so much influences. You get me? That's in there. Like, this is the Jamaica tour. Old type Channel 1. You get me? We've been rolling with Channel 1, Top Cat. Congo, Natty, all of them people, and obviously our vibes. Heat Wave, you get me? That's a Bashment influence. You get me? And we're and they act like the tour manager Rachel, you get me? Yeah, man. But we've just been incorporating all that into our thing. You get me? We're from Brum. We like grime, hip hop, all that dirty South crunk sounding stuff. You get me? So we've just been smashing it all together. And
so you're talking a lot about like the kind of people you're rolling with. What are your, as a collective, plans for this year? What can we expect from you as an audience?
As a collective,
collective and single.
Boy, you know what? Yeah, I think there's so much to look. There's so much going on already. You get me? That you can access out there already. I mean, I put out an EP last year on a label called Eat Good Records. Shouts out to Eat Good. That's available on our iTunes and whatnot. I put out a free mixtape as well called The Prefix. There's numerous videos out there, but this year we've got a new project coming that I've kind of took my time, sat back, done a lot of touring. I've done a lot of work in Europe last year. You get me, reaching out to like Rotterdam and Denmark and places like that, and running around with Valve music. Like, I mean, even relating to this, you get me, anything to do with bass, you get me, and dirty loud music is what we've been banging with for the last year, you get me? And just kind of getting our experiences up and our vibes and seeing new things. And then now we're back in the lab and we've got new music for the audiences, you get me?
Bless that. Talking of new music, our #1 debate that we have on our show is about grime artists turning into commercial pop. I'm not going to say pop music, but commercial music. What are your thoughts on doing that? What do you feel against that? Are you for it, or like, what are your really thoughts on that?
For grime artists making
yeah, like, do you think they're selling out, or do you think it's part of making money, or what are your thoughts on it?
Well, the first thing is, you're asking me a deep question here, because this is something that we talk about on a regular basis, yeah. And what is pop music, first and foremost? Pop music's popular music, and I think the music that people are saying is making pop music is European dance music. That's the music that they call pop music, as commercial music. As grime artists doing that, me personally, I think that I might, you know what I mean, have two drinks, go to a dance, go, yeah, this is live. But that's not something that I make as an expression of myself as an artist, you get me? That's not what I put out to the world when I say, right, this is what I want to say and what I'm about. I think in the current way how music is, you get me, there's two arguments that go on, you get me, is who's a good artist, like who's a good spitter, who's a good performer, and who's a good businessman, you get me? And I think the two of them get mixed up quite a lot, you get me, and gel together into one thing, where you've got a lot of artists out there that are very good businessmen, you get me, and they deserve the respect they get because they have got a talent, but there's a lot of real musical talent that doesn't, like how you said, a lot of people from the uni may not have heard of myself or Screamer or Roxanne, you get me? You know what I mean? But either way, if they have, yeah, it's a blessed team, because we know that, you know what I mean, we're out here working and trying to get to people. We might not necessarily get the commercial mainstream channels that get to people so quickly, and if people have to make dance European pop music, David Greta team to do that, then fair, that's you, Bridget.
So like, is that something we could ever expect you to do, or?
If the vibes is right, you get me, there's I don't put any kind of limitation on the music that I make. I think part of, like what Roxanne was saying, part of the experience that I'm trying to put to the audience is watching my growth and watching me going into different. You know what? The maddest thing, yeah, is I think it's about artists growing with their music. You get me? I think there's a lot of artists that their music that you call pop music is kids' music, and it's hard for us to take in because we know them as adults and they're making kids' music. So they're not really growing with their music. You understand what I'm saying? And I think what I want to do is grow with my audience. You get me? If I'm 21, most of my audience is about my age. You get me? In my generation and all that, and they'll grow with me when I'm 25. They'll be 25. You get me? Or around that age, and they'll want to hear something different. Too mature. You get me? But bang, we could chat about this all day. You get me?
That's true. As a final question, is there anyone in the UK scene? This is actually a viewer question that was asked from Cameron Datta. He asked a personal question: is there anyone from the UK scene that you would in particular like to work with, and why?
Anyone from the UK scene?
Who's really doing it for you now? Who do you really think could work with you or collaborate with you, or who would you like to?
I'd like to work with Gappy Ranks. To be fair, I don't. Nah, for real, you get me? Like, Gappy Ranks is like when we're talking about music again and breaking down how people deem commercial success in England. Gappy Ranks is an artist that I rate highly because as a UK artist, he's taken the dancehall influence and made himself an international artist. And these artists are touring around the world making good music and selling it. So off the top of my head, you get me? Gappy Ranks is someone who I'd like to work with. Like, very good, man. But you know what? I'm going to take this time to shout out a lot of people who I will be working with. Like, there's someone called Bugsy, #1 from Bristol. Don't know if you heard of Bugsy, you get me? He's a bad boy. He's someone who I'll be working with in the new year, you get me? And you'll see music from there as well, man. But yeah, there's lots of good people. Who else do I like? I like Shatty Horror as well. He's sick. Obviously, Screamer, you get me, from Birmingham. Ibs, the whole R7 posse, you get me? There's a whole load of people from Brum, man, coming, you get me? I could... Yo, shout out everyone, shout out my mums, yeah. Shout out the gang, you know. Every Thursday, 1911, stay locked. Are you nuts, fam?